All the brands I'm talking about today are not from Switzerland. In fact, they make Switzerland look like toy watchmakers things. The irony of this is that all brands come from countries that actually hate each other significantly. With that being said, let's head to China. Yes, China. China is known for fake watchmaking. 99.9% or maybe even 100% of the replicas produced in the world are coming from China. We can all say that replica watches are shit. They are, and you should never buy one, but the replicas, the clones, are becoming significantly better, and that shows that the quality of watchmaking is increasing significantly in China. And one of the brands, and I would say the pioneers in China for making proper watches—
They're not replicas?
No, not replicas. Pioneers of Chinese watchmaking is, of course, CIGA Design. I just want to clarify this. I've spoken about CIGA Design before, and I wasn't sponsored or whatever. This time, I'm actually being supported by CIGA Design, which I really appreciate. CIGA Design is a Chinese watch brand that started in 2016 and actually are the first Chinese, if not the first brand from that part of the world, yeah, where they eat weird fish. Maybe even the first foreign brand that has won the Oscars for watches. They have won in total 17 design awards throughout the years. They won the Challenge Watch of the Year in 2021 at the Oscars for watches, aka the GPHG. CIGA Design is making big moves. A lot of brands copy each other, trying to make the same thing, same bracelet, same dial. CIGA is really original in what they actually do. They use modified Swiss movement, they use Chinese and Japanese movements, I believe, but as well as that, they have their own in-house movements in some of their watches. And they're working on several of their own new calibers. It's insane. It's hard to make something original. A fair play to CIGA. For CIGA Design, it all started with the Blue Planet. That's this. This is the Blue Planet number 2. This is a different variation, but this is the one that actually won the GPHG awards. This is the Atlantic variation. These watches tell time completely different than a conventional watch. This watch actually uses the compass to tell the time. From this exact watch, they created several different iterations, including a collaborative piece with Label Noir, who made several other watches with brands like Maurice Lacroix. More on that in a second, but this is the Blue Planet, the one that actually won the GPHG awards. They went in insane detail, and you can even see the Rocky Mountains somewhere at the bottom. It's class. A case that is fully made in titanium and retails, I believe, $1,400. Then the second iteration is the Moonwalker, a watch that works exactly the same as the Blue Planet. However, it doesn't have a compass to tell the time. It actually has a astronaut on the dial that tells the time. Yeah? An astronaut. A man.
Neil Armstrong.
Is that Neil Armstrong? I know they engraved Neil Armstrong's footprint on the dial somewhere. Because you know what? Moonwalker, moon, walk, footprint. Because that's what you do when you walk. To be honest, this micro engraving is quite insane. That is accurate till 0.1 millimeters. Is that 10% of a millimeter? That's 10% of a millimeter. That's insane. I really love that. And again, it's a different way of telling the time. I think it's really cool and unique. And the last one is the collaborative piece together with Label Noir, powered by a Swiss caliber, completely modified because a movement like this doesn't exist. That's what I think is cool. It is unique. Pushing themselves out of their comfort zone and making something that is not there yet. These watches are the first of its kind. And normally when something innovative like that is created, it's done by very expensive watchmakers like François Pazur. The black hole in the middle is painted with like this mad super black paint, one of the blackest paint that exists. Meaning 99% of the light around the watch, around the dial, is being absorbed by a black hole. So that's kind of a cool thing. These guys, CIGA Design, are disrupting the Swiss watch industry. And to be fair, the presentation boxes are also quite unique. Yeah, that's